Hi everybody and welcome back to Shadows over Ravenloft. We're going into session 15? Yep,
15,
sure,
yeah.
15. Announcements before we begin. If you check out Mimics and Monstrosities on Podbean, Apple Podcasts, and Spotify, you can listen to all of our backlog episodes of Beneath the Tide, Demystifying DMing, and maybe the other campaigns will get thrown up there too because quarantine and I'm bored. So you can listen to maybe the precursor of this campaign, Curse of Strahd. Because why not? Because there's like none of the original characters left. Also, that's it for announcements. Yeah, I will quickly close Discord because it does not like to be open when I have Zoom open. And so, last time you guys kind of hung out in Har-Thelen, the capital village of the domain of Sithicus, and it was a good time overall. You guys hung out in the Wailing Banshee. I lost my notes a little bit. You hung out in one of the taverns owned by a Dampier, and you all sort of just had a good time, generally. Got a room, talked to some weird dwarves, one that was like heavily scarred and like tattooed and had a beard that was braided. And went into this tavern and kind of hung out basically for a little bit of time. Nesla watched the tavern owner do a magic show essentially and give away some gifts. And that was the gist of it. And then the party kind of got some knowledge talking to tavern goers about the kind of current political leader of Sithicus, Azrael Dak, a dwarven werebadger. And we're basically told, hey, stop asking about him. It's not a good idea to ask about him so much. And that came to fruition, essentially, with Ophelia out in the street talking to a merchant who basically was getting frightened at how loudly she was talking about Azrael Dak, especially how negatively she was talking about Azrael Dak. And he fled. And not long after, Ophelia went back inside, and there was a sound of commotion, hooves, a scream, and the dead body of the merchant was slung at the door of the tavern, with his donkey kind of slain a few feet away. The party attempted to speak with dead on the merchant, but found that the spell had no effect on the corpse for some reason, which Una deduced that the individual might have had their soul sucked out completely. Any animating spirit in the body was completely drained. So, the party deduced, do we head off in the direction of these horse hooves, or do we follow the direction of that carriage, where the carriage went? So they followed the tracks of the carriage very stealthily, Nesla hopping around on rooftops. And the party followed, and they discovered this wagon that once belonged to the merchant, now being kind of looted, for lack of a better term, by a group of dwarvish assassins, all wielding daggers, and one very familiar-looking dwarf, wielding a strange black dagger, kind of twirling it around in his hands. The party followed the track of the wagon, eventually leading into the forests surrounding Sithicus, coming to a dead end where the wagon seemed to have just disappeared out of nowhere. Una found a secret kind of lever button at the base of this sign, and it revealed a secret kind of elevator slash underground base for these dwarvish assassins. And the party went down into this underground base, proceeded forward cautiously, entered this what appeared to be a sort of maybe torture chamber, acquisition chamber, as a bunch of humanoids were kind of strapped up in gibbets hanging from the ceiling with eyes sewn shut, mouths sewn shut, parts of their bodies taken away almost as debt collection. And the party kind of scanned the room while Una looked through the desk that was radiating magic, and found a blank piece of paper that was also radiating magic, specifically illusionary magic, and ripped the piece of paper, which burned up into embers. And upon doing so, a fiendish-looking devil appeared in the room and introduced himself as Bell, thanked Una for messing with the contract, and disappeared almost as soon as he appeared. And that's where we're going to pick up as another contract forms in Una's hands. And I will give Bernie permission on roll 20 so she can see it, and also if she chooses to read it out loud. So you should be able to see the contract now. I will pop it up to you though. Show it to players. So you should see it on roll 20 now.
So how does this look? Like when she tears this
it burns up.
contract,
it burned up, and then
burned up,
the devil appeared.
Okay.
Said all the stuff that he said last session that I just said.
Yeah.
Disappeared with a smile, and then another contract appears in Una's hands.
Okay. So we definitely see this other contract appear.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I don't like this too much. Una's just kind of like making sure the others can't read this.
Okay.
That looked real bad. Do any of you know anything about what just happened?
And I guess Bernard will also think to himself.
Nope. Not a clue.
But I mean, like, would you say he's familiar enough to know of, like, the Nine Hells? And that
everyone would be familiar with the Nine Hells. Definitely Ophelia, because she's a tiefling. But,
right.
Belle, you know what? I'll say Ophelia, you can give me a history check with advantage. History, religion, or religion with advantage. Because of your,
do religion.
Because of your, tiefling and background stuff. And type of tiefling, essentially.
That is a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. The name Bell is slightly familiar. It kind of, because he introduced himself as Bell. And it rings a little kind of, well, not rings, but it rings a little bell. Bell is, you would know through your history and reading into things, he was the lead general in the blood war between demons and devils. And for some time, he was actually lord of the first layer of the Nine Hells. Before uprising and betraying Zariel, another archdevil. And eventually she came into power and favor from Asmodeus, and eventually she became lord of the first layer of the Nine Hells, or lady, and Bell was kind of forced into second in command basically into Avernus. He's second in command of Avernus, this first layer of the Nine Hells. He is an archdevil, and yeah, that's basically what you pick up. He's an archdevil from the Nine Hells, a warlord, and yeah, a big name in the Nine Hells.
So this isn't just some rando spiny devil.
Nope, and that's all Ophelia's knowledge that she gets.
So yeah, any of you guys know anything about this thing?
Unfortunately, yes. And it appears our friend has messed with the wrong one.
Una just folds the piece of paper in half and just kind of makes a sharp crease, and she's just like, "That's putting it mildly, Ophelia." And she kind of just sticks it in her pocket and is just kind of standing there, thinking hard. And just if you looked at her, you'd be like, "Oh, there's something actually up with Una." You could see slightly something there.
Her usually unflappable visage is tarnished.
You notice there's just wait, did I actually just see that?
Yeah.
So, Ophelia,
Mhm.
since you kind of know Bell, kind of a couple drops of info about him, any idea you would know how to contact a devil dude kind of thing, you know?
Una, you hear a voice in your head. Oh, we are very much connected.
And you just nobody else heard that obviously, but
Nope.
Una just goes, "Oh, for fuck's sakes."
Um, well, I hope you're gonna be alright there, but, we need to get back on track. Yeah, we got a shard to find.
Sorry, Bernard, just got a little bit of a headache over here.
Yeah, okay.
So-
And
I have some water.
as you guys are kind of standing here, you hear screaming throughout the base. Sounds of like metal on flesh, and then just screaming, and then silence.
I mean, we could go figure out what's going on there and see if we can find a shard, or we could just wait it out. Sounds like something's happening. Just fight who the victor is.
And Una, you hear another voice in your head, and it says, "The path is clear, little one."
I'm not so little. I'm just saying. Last time I checked, I was almost 8 feet. So she just like looking up at the air and saying this because she doesn't know where else to like look.
You're little to me.
Belle, can we have like a face-to-face talk or something if that's you?
No. Oh, and Una, as you're kind of sitting there talking to your friends, you feel your coin purse get incredibly heavy. You can add 50,000 gold to your yeah.
Yeah.
If we were doing coin weight, you might want to put that as platinum.
Yeah, it'd most likely show up as platinum, so that'd be 50 500
5,000 gold, or 5,000 platinum is 50,000.
5,000 platinum.
Yeah.
And I generally don't do coin weight, but yeah, 5,000 platinum. And another scroll kind of appears in your pack, Una. And that is the deed that is mentioned on the contract.
Ooh. 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 Oh no. Una just like takes it out of her pack and is just like reading it over.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
The map? What you got there?
Just another contract of a sort, and she puts it back in her bag. Did it give any indication of like any keys or anything for
No.
that?
No.
Okay. Mm.
And Bernard's just gonna walk over to Nesla. I mean, I know we're all starting to be friends and stuff, but I think maybe you should, I don't know, see what's going on with Una there.
Yeah, something's up, but I think she would tell me if there was something really wrong.
Okay. We better get a move on, he says out loud.
Yeah. I like that idea, Bernard. Let's get a move on. And Una like make sure her coin purse is like tightly on her.
Mhm.
Let's get out of here.
Alright, I'll go move my rod.
Okay. That you had on the door that you guys hadn't gone through yet? Okay.
Yes.
All right. And yeah, you do it.
I'll slowly open the door and peek through.
You peek through and you see blood all over the walls, very fresh, and dwarves just cleaved into pieces, scattering across the hallway. Or scattered across this corridor.
Yeah.
And the wounds are bloody but also cauterized.
Not sure if we should go in here, and I just push the door open where everybody can see.
And you all see the bodies just sliced and cut apart in this corridor.
Oh,
There's probably about... You get the idea these dwarves were coming rushing because there might have been an alarm spell on that drawer. And before they could reach, they were all killed. So this is... You see about 20 different dwarf bodies just splayed out in this corridor.
Do any of them look familiar to the ones that we
No.
were tailing?
No.
Okay.
Yes. But you don't recognize the one that Nesla saw with the dagger.
Okay.
But all the others are just cut apart in pieces in this hallway.
oh boy. Did any of you know what happened here?
And he's gonna get closer and like start looking.
All clean cuts, but also all cauterized.
Wow.
And I guess he'll just start looking around the rest of the room.
It's a corridor right now. It's about a 20 by 60 corridor, so that's all you see. And then at the far end of the corridor is another door. But all you see in this corridor are just the remains of 20 dwarves.
That's more than I saw in town.
Whoa. This is weird. Should we be going?
As he starts to like kind of gingerly step around them.
Okay.
I kind of had a peek around when we got down here. There's not a way back.
Oh, that's right. Yes, you guys would know there is no way back because the elevator went back up.
Yeah.
As you're going through here, you can see the blood on the walls. Some of it is actually written into words. And if anyone, can any one of you four or two that are in the corridor, which are currently Nesla and Bernard, any of you read Infernal?
Yes, sir.
Nesla, the blood on the wall says forfeit. Or sorry, your power is forfeit. Your wealth is forfeit. You are nothing. And that just trails down the corridor in the opposite direction, like towards the door, the other door at the end.
I checked my coin purse.
It's perfectly fine.
Nice.
Okay. Yeah. I think we should get out of here as quickly as possible.
Yeah, that sounds good. We need to find what we're looking for and move on to the next one.
I'll start tiptoeing over the bodies.
Okay. Yeah, they're in so many pieces that it's difficult because you're just stepping on just viscera with every step. But eventually, Nesla, you do get to the other end of the corridor at the door. Is everybody following?
Yeah.
Oh.
Guys,
Yeah.
I know diddly about what's going on. What's the Mr. Gemstone thinking about this? Any input?
Silence. And then he just says, "Oh, this isn't. What was his voice again? This isn't good. Nope, this isn't good."
Right. Thank you. A very good observation.
Yeah, nailed it. All right.
Let's just go.
You guys proceed down the corridor and you get to the other door, and it's actually ajar a few inches.
Yeah, Bernard, I'll just
And just the smell of rust, like copper, like blood, is just heavy in the air. And it's all very fresh. It's still warm. Like the as descriptive as possible, the bodies are steaming.
Bernard's gonna put his finger on the door and then slowly push.
Okay, you push it open, and you see what looks like it might have been an old kind of like training room. There's like training dummies with like just mundane daggers stabbed all through them. And there's one dwarf kind of looks like their head was smashed against a wall and caved in, and they're kind of slumped up against the wall. And then there are 3 doors, one to the north, one to the left, and one to the right. And the north door says Azrael's chambers, or Azrael's office. And then the left door says quarters, male quarters, and then the other one says female quarters.
I think we found Azrael's place.
Yeah, I mean, that's what we should probably check first for the shard, but...
Bernard's gonna take that out and see if he gets a ping.
You don't.
In any direction.
No.
He puts it back.
Well,
Given this is the boss's door, Ona?
Bernard and Nesla, give me a perception check. See if you can recognize this dwarf whose face was caved in.
Okay. +0. 13.
13. That's clearly the dwarf you were talking to in the streets, the one that had the dagger rolling around in his fingers. Head caved in on the wall. Dagger at his side.
Is it still smoky?
Yes.
Hey, Una.
Yeah, Bernard.
This thing's a bit small for my taste, but and he just kind of goes dook dook.
Una looks down and
Mhm.
sees the pretty dagger, and she's just like, she picks it up.
Okay.
And she's just
As
like,
soon as you pick it up, those shadows coalesce and go into your hand. It automatically attunes to you, and the latest magical item you have attuned is no longer attuned to you. So whatever magic item you had attuned to you last is no longer attuned to you.
oh, I had nothing attuned. Okay.
Okay, cool. So the dagger automatically attunes to you. I will write that down in my notes.
Glad I didn't touch it.
The cat. Is it still pretty in black?
Oh yeah, it's got shadows like kind of like swirling all around it.
Is it still pretty? Okay, good.
I mean, she's already cursed. But...
Just,
Yeah.
I'm gonna die. I might as well die. Like,
How's it going? Can you tell what it does? It looks kind of fancy.
I'll add it to your inventory at the end of the session.
thank you. I don't know. I guess we're gonna find out, Bernard. What's the worst that could happen at this point?
A lot, but we
Yeah,
should
I
get
can-
moving.
I can name at least 5 things that could happen that would be worse.
I name your top 3, Ophelia.
You dying permanently, Nesla dying, and Bernard dying.
Why didn't you put yourself on that list?
That's a pretty good top 3 for you anyway. For me.
Sorry, Ophelia, I have to agree. I'd put you at the top of the list.
Well, I can't bring myself back.
Exactly.
That's why I'm not on the list.
That's why you're at
Because
the
if
top.
I die, I don't care. It's not bad to me.
I think
Anyways,
you need to
let's
think
go.
about that one a little more. Because if you die,
Let's go.
then we're toast. Okay.
Well, if I die, it doesn't matter to me, you know?
Okay. All right.
Look, I don't care. I'm dead.
All right.
Let's go.
As I was saying, Una, would you care to check the store out for us?
Sure, why not? Let's get the one who made a deal with the devil, picked up the funky
love it.
object, and now check the door.
All right, Una, give me an investigation check with disadvantage.
you you felt all the benefits of being a rogue.
So,
now you're catching all the other
Una,
stuff.
you feel like as you're like trying to like look for the trap, these shadows kind of form in your eyes. So disadvantage on that investigation check.
That's gonna be a 21.
21 with disadvantage. Okay.
I have a plus 11.
The door appears perfectly safe. Actually, the trap has already gone off. And with that investigation check, you kind of see scorch marks. Faint scorch marks kind of under the door.
Well, looks like somebody else beat us to setting off this trap, so we should be good. And Una's gonna put her hand on the door and see if it's locked or not.
Oh, it is not locked.
Okay.
And the handle of the door is kind of hot to the touch. So when you do touch the door, your investigation check would reveal that it's hot, so you can kind of like not touch the door handle to open it. But you like open the door. Is that what you're doing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's another desk in here. Another desk, the ledger, bookcases, a bed, a bunch of other stuff, paintings, and sat at the desk in like a plush ornate leather chair is this other dwarf with kind of like long black hair, kind of tied into a long pony. He's got his beard long, kind of braided into 2 kind of plaits. He's wearing very noble looking, very ostentatious, very regal looking clothes, almost like they are of power, noble descent. And kind of stitched into the left lapel of the outfit are the initials AD. And he's slumped back in the chair. His throat is slit, barely keeping his head intact on the body, and that wound is severely cauterized, and his tongue's kind of hanging out, and he's just dead as shit.
So, does this guy have a mohawk?
No.
Una's gonna open the door like the rest of the way.
Okay.
And walk in.
Alright, you walk in. And you guys see more blood kind of scribbled on the wall behind this dwarf, and only anyone who can read Infernal can read the blood, which I believe is just Ophelia and Nesla. And the blood says, contract fulfilled.
That the contract you just told us about, Una?
Only you and Ophelia can read the blood, Nesla.
Oh. Says your contract is fulfilled.
And then when you hear a voice in your head, well, his contract was fulfilled.
Oh. Oh, and like Una's just like realizing what happened, she's just like, oh. And Una just kind of like goes over to where his dead body is, just kind of just like checking out where his throat was slashed, trying
Yeah.
to see if it looked like it was more of like magical, like something magical killed him, or more just like a blunt object that slashed his neck.
Same as all the dwarves in the corridor. A very clean cut by a very big blade that also cauterized the wound instantly.
Una's gonna like turn around and kind of like look at the rest of the group. So it appears as though his contract has been fulfilled, but now I've kind of taken over that contract. By ripping that piece of paper.
That sounds really bad.
I guess it could be worse, you know. And Bernard, you could just tell Una's flustered because she's just like, oh no.
Yep, but we better keep that piece of paper that you got earlier safe.
Yeah,
Maybe?
it's not going out of my eyesight. That's for sure.
They're the same claws in yours that caused this?
What do you mean by claws, Nesla?
Usually when a contract is fulfilled, something happens, and it looks like this contract was fulfilled.
If something happens, it does looks like I might. And she's just kind of like trailing off and looking towards the dead body.
Oh,
Bernard's going to like kind of shove all of this aside and start looking around for anything that might have the shard.
Give me an investigation check.
All right, and while he's doing that, he's
Going to say, whatever that is, if it's a contract or whatever, you should probably look it over for fine print.
and ooh, his investigation check is a 27.
The only thing that you see that stands out is an ornate chest, kind of hidden under some papers
Okay.
and bags in the northwest corner of the room.
Okay. And how big is it?
Rather large.
Okay.
About 5 feet by 5 feet wide and about 2 feet tall.
Okay, he's gonna take a knee next to it and start like carefully taking stuff off of it.
Okay.
And that's gonna be it.
What's everybody else doing?
Una's looking to see if there's any locked drawers in this desk.
Investigation check with disadvantage as those shadows coalesce in front of your eyes again.
Oh no, what the frick?
Yeah, you'll find out more when I get a chance to make the item, because all I have right now is it in bullet notes.
21.
21.
I rolled a 20 and then a 10.
Still 21.
21.
No secret drawers on this one.
She's gonna start rattling on the desk drawers to see which ones are, if there's any of them are locked.
They're all locked. All 6 drawers are locked.
Hey, Ophelia, come here.
Okay. What's going on?
They're all locked. You feeling any of your little tiefling senses tingling? Any of them I should try to unlock first? The last Ophelia, and she's gonna put like a hand on her shoulder. Just be like, the last time I messed with the desk, I ended up making a deal with the devil. See, if you tell me which one to open, then the blame is not entirely on me if something happens.
Ophelia's gonna put her hand on the hand because she can't reach the shoulder and just be like, hey, the potential owner of the desk is like sitting right there. Do you want me to go look for a key? Then we
You
can
know,
figure out which one to open. Whichever
think-
one the key fits, the one that's open.
And Uda just like gives a good nod and just kind of like gestures towards the corpse.
And Ophelia will go through some pockets looking for a key to the
You can
desk.
easily find the key in the lapel pocket.
She's just like, see? My tiefling senses were tingling. And then she'll give it to Una and just be like, whichever one that one fits.
Ugh.
Eh.
Sorry.
And Uda will start trying the drawer to see if it unlocks certain
It looks
ones
like
or
it fit.
not.
It looks like it fits in all 6 locks. Which one are you trying first?
Is it like on like both sides, like 3 and 3 kind of thing?
Yeah.
Like the left side should go to like the top one.
Top one. Okay. You put the key into the lock, and the key gets really, really hot, like it's flaring with heat. And I need a dexterity saving throw from Una, as the key just gets really, really hot in your hands.
Is this with disadvantage?
No.
Oh, thank God.
I'll say this: the whatever this dagger is doing to you, all ability checks are with disadvantage.
Oh, God. 18.
18. You pull your hand away, but you take 2 points of fire damage. Just
This is fine.
and the key melts away to nothing.
Well, my senses apparently were tingling in the wrong type of tingle. And she just shaking her hand off.
Okay.
Here's our friend has lots of secrets he doesn't want us to find.
Apparently so.
By this
Am I
time,
getting any kind of
Oh.
magical sense from this desk?
do you still have detect magic up?
I don't have detect magic. I was asking like
then
an
no.
arcana check or something.
Sure. Try to give me an arcana check.
Do I still have the rune, Bernard?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay, so I got advantage on the arcana. 16.
You can see faint, very minuscule, little arcane symbols scratched into each lock on each of these drawers.
Are they all the same runes for each lock, or are they all different?
They're all a little different.
Alright. Well, I would not recommend opening any of these. Here's...
I will take that advice.
And I'd say by this time, Bernard, you'd have that chest cleaned off of all the papers and stuff.
I think I got something, guys.
Go over to him. Okay,
Hey,
what you got?
Did that guy have a key on him? I think this thing needs a key.
Yep, he had the key.
Oh,
He
great.
did.
Here. Wait, what?
Yep, he did.
You muted, Nesla.
I've still got this old key that we never figured out what it went to.
No.
Try it out.
What's the worst that could happen?
Fireball.
It melts away.
All right.
Which one?
Bernard will stand up and take a step back.
I think they're talking about the chest that Bernard cleaned off.
Alright. And I'll see if the key fits it.
The key almost seems to shrink and fit the lock as you go to put it near it, and you hear a and the key disappears. That is a one-time use magical key item in D&D that unlocks any lock,
Oh.
Ooh.
and then disappears forever.
Wow.
But as it is unlocked, I need
That's
everyone
it.
in the room to make dexterity saving throws.
What?
As the chest explodes, just with this necrotic blast of energy.
That's
I ain't good at
weird.
those.
We used a key.
I understand.
Who would make a trap that triggers even when you use the key? I don't know. I'm don't worry, Justin. I'm not.
Let me pull up the effects of that trap real quick.
Oh no!
Oh my god, it's taking forever. One sec, guys. D&D Beyond is taking forever to load.
I don't have any dex modifier.
You get.
Okay, so sorry. Who all got below a 17?
Oh god.
Me.
Ding.
Ophelia. Una, what'd you get?
26.
Cool. Nesla.
Natural 1.
Ooh.
No!
No!
Oh, no.
Bernard,
But I do have evasion. So.
but you still failed, yeah. But so it's gonna be half anyway? I don't know. And Bernard, what'd you get?
I got a 14 flat.
Okay, so Ophelia, Nesla, and Bernard. Una will
I
take...
got an 11.
Yeah.
I know.
Okay, I believe you. Okay,
If I
so
get
as the chest is unlocked and it opens, a sphere of negative energy ripples out in a 60-foot radius, which covers the entirety of the room. Oh, sorry. I gave you guys the wrong saving throws. Those are all Constitution saving throws. My bad.
Oh,
So you can use what you rolled and then just add your con modifier to it.
yeah, that was a 22 then.
Okay, Bernard succeeds.
19.
Ophelia succeeds. Nesla, Constitution saving throw with that natural 1.
3.
3. And Una, Constitution saving throw with that.
25.
Nesla's the only one that fails. But everyone else will take half damage as the sphere of negative energy just
I
blasts
absorbed it all for you.
into everybody.
Can I uncanny dodge that or no?
Yeah. Wait, does it have to be a
don't-
dexterity saving throw thing?
Oh, it has to be an attacker though.
Okay, cool. Yep, no, you can't use uncanny dodge. You cannot.
Okay.
Oof.
Oh, that didn't sound good.
This is the part
Prep
where
your
we're gonna
dice,
get
kids.
hurt.
I didn't roll that great. Well, maybe. So, Nesla, you take 32 points of necrotic damage. And everybody else takes
16.
16 necrotic damage.
Unless you resist it to necrotic damage.
Of course.
No, disease and poison.
So yeah, just that sphere of negative energy ripples out of the chest. And it is open.
I dropped to my knees right in front of it.
Yeah, because Nesla was like right in front of it when it...
Nesla, you okay? Dang.
That hurt.
Yeah, it looked like it hurt.
all my fur kind of blasted backwards.
Just kind of matted and like a.
Oh boy.
Here. Come here. Come here. Let me look.
Bernard will like ruffle some of the fur to kind of get it back.
Okay.
Get its vitality back. Oh, buddy.
Good, Nesla.
Oh, I will be. What was that?
Yeah, I don't know. Let's have a look. And Bernard will peek into the chest.
All right. You peek into the chest, and
Dragon.
there is nothing in it.
Ooh, interesting.
Bernard's gonna slowly put a hand in there,
Okay.
feel around for anything
Invisible.
Investigation check.
Okay. That's a 25.
25. You find a false bottom relatively quickly.
Oh. Okay. Jeez. Ugh. Yep. All the archaeological teachings are coming back to me. Ugh.
And he goes in.
Okay.
Guys, I found something.
In the bottom of this false bottom, you lift it up. And sitting in there, wrapped in, is just something wrapped in black cloth. You can't see what's wrapped in the cloth right now because it is wrapped, but it's just something wrapped in black cloth at the bottom of this chest.
More black stuff. Anybody want to have a look? Check it out.
I'll touch it. I can't get any more cursed than this,
No,
can
no,
I?
that's not. No,
You very much can.
we can do a process here. Ugh.
And go ahead.
Pushing Una's hand back, I'll reach in and grab it.
Okay. You reach in and grab this, cloth-bound object, and it's fairly heavy, but holding it, it feels like a book.
I'll slowly start to unwrap it.
Okay. You unwrap the cloth, or the book from this cloth, and it's a really large manuscript, it looks like. Black leather, almost flesh, binds it, and lots of gold kind of like filaments kind of drilled into the into the spine to kind of keep the book held together. And on the cover, the front cover of the book, is a golden devil's head with horns kind of cascading through the top half of the book.
Does this resemble the Black Tome of Har-Thelen?
No, this is very different looking.
One of you guys might know a little bit more about books than I do.
Oh yeah. But I don't know about that one. Do I?
No, you've never seen this book before.
Yeah. I imagine it's a language that I'm not familiar with.
Oh, there's nothing written on the cover yet. You guys haven't. I don't believe anyone's opened it yet.
Maybe we should keep it wrapped and wait until we're out of here.
The secret compartment, Bernard, when you saw it in there, then as Nesla pulled the thing out of Nesla would have seen this because Nesla pulled it out. Nesla, at the bottom of this hidden compartment, it almost looks like the wood's warped and rotted.
I'll set the book on the desk.
Okay.
And I'll reach back in to investigate. Maybe like scratch on the wood.
All right,
See
you
if
scratch
it,
on the wood and it just comes apart in your hands.
is it like an empty space or
No, it just looks like the bottom of this chest is kind of rotted away.
So if I would have picked up the chest, the book would have just gone boom.
Essentially.
Looking at the front of the book,
Mm-hmm.
does it look like the demon thing on the front of it? Does it look like Belle?
Vaguely, but not really. It looks just like a. It looks like a type of devil. Because Bella's a type of devil.
Hmm.
Uh,
Ophelia recognize?
it looks like
This
a pit.
type
It
of
looks like
devil?
a pit fiend.
Oh, okay.
Bernard probably doesn't know that, but he like walks over to Ophelia, kind of elbows her.
Just like distant relation.
To whom? To me or to Belle?
to you.
They're just
Well,
tiny little tieflings. Hello.
if there is any relation, it is very distant. I kind of want to know what's in it, though.
Yeah, well, I mean,
take a step back. Be ready to pick me up.
no. Nesla,
No.
you're good. Listen, guys. Maybe I'm just on a one-track mind, but I'm gonna pretty much take apart the rest of this room looking for that shard and make sure it's not here.
You're getting a sense it's not, or else the hilt would tell you it was.
Okay.
I've got a feeling this book is necrotic in nature.
No shit.
Pointing towards the rotted,
Sorry.
towards the rotted wood.
Sorry, what's happening, Nesla?
Just sharing with everybody that I think this book is necrotic in nature, pointing back towards the rotted wood.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy.
So, do we leave the book or do we take it with us?
I imagine we could take it with us. Just keep it wrapped up. I don't know. Maybe we could get someone that actually knows what they're doing.
Oh, I'm gonna hold the chest up and look through the hole as I speak to Dr. Bunsen. You want to be the one to carry this?
Ooh, that's ooh.
Silence kind of breaks the room currently, and you hear Vonnegut say, I could decipher this book if I was free from my tower. Free from this crystal. Diamond? Yes?
Yeah, you hold your horses.
Fair enough.
Is this book gonna kill us just being around it?
I can't exactly see it. So I can't tell you.
Take the diamond out of her pocket. Now can you see it?
Yes.
Is the book going to kill us?
I'm not sure.
Well, then why'd I take you out? She'll put him back in the bag.
Alright, well, let's see what we got here.
He's gonna take out his bedroll.
Okay.
And he's gonna take the cloth that was wrapping the book, wrap it back over the book, and then like gingerly pick up the cloth and then drop it in the middle of his bedroll and start rolling it up.
Okay.
And then he's gonna
for a little bit.
Okay.
See if any of that necrosis starts happening.
No.
He looks at everyone else, and then he puts the bedroll in his pack.
Okay.
Alright, we'll get back to that later.
What's the fuck with that?
In her mind, Una's just trying to talk to Belle for a second and just trying to be like, without the group knowing, just be like, is this yours? Is this part of the contract? Was this part of his
No.
contract?
No.
Would you suggest me touching it?
I don't care regardless.
Alright, thanks, Belle. Me and you need to have a chat after
Oh, you can't tell me
about
what
this contract.
what we need to do.
I think this will benefit the both of us to get the nitty gritty of the contract ironed out.
There's nothing to iron out, and then he stops talking.
And Una just kind of like rubs her forehead, just like, the book can't be that bad, right, guys?
Just spin around to you holding it.
It's in Bernard's pack.
The hole in the
Oh,
chest.
okay.
So, shall we go to the ladies' quarters or shall we go to the dudes' quarters?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Who was looking over this room, like, detailed? Like, was it Bernard? Yeah, Bernard was
Yeah.
going to. Investigation check.
Okay. Alright. Natural 20.
Cool. One of the books in the left bookshelf looks like it's kind of embedded in the bookshelf.
Or is just going through the books. Read it. Oh, wait. What is this?
And the bookcase swivels and reveals a set of stairs going upwards.
Okay. Well, maybe we should catch up on what's going on here before we go any further. Just cover our bases here. We're here to get the shard. We heard that it was in a specific place. We found out that the person that owns that place ran away from it. And has, when you speak badly about him, people come and kill you. We followed those people back to here, and I imagine that the guy in the chair right there is that guy. They said that he had a mohawk, but he must have changed his hair look.
Or you were lied to.
Or he was lying.
Oh, right.
Well, Bernard's still gonna say that. Because he trusts people.
So yeah. So now... Yeah, we want to come to here. Make sure that you didn't have... Because that would stink to go to a place where you're dead. If this guy had the shard the whole time, so... Not seeing it here, but... We got this. What do you guys think?
You're not getting a ping here, right?
Not yet. I kind of want to
Alright.
just bash up that desk anyway.
Not a good idea.
I second that. Not a good idea, Bernard.
Given it can melt metal, I would third it.
Alright, so do you guys think we should follow this? I mean, who knows? It seems interesting.
Seems like a way out.
It's up.
Yep. So we could do this, or we could go to those other rooms that we didn't look at, but yet see if there's anything, any little scraps of gold or whatever. What do you think?
I think we should
Personally-
leave.
Yeah.
All right.
Took a hell of a hit there.
Do you need some help?
Soon.
Alright, you let me know when you need help, okay?
Hey,
Okay.
Nesla, hop on. You get you a short rest while we go up these stairs.
And he like just presents like Spack for Nesla to hop up on if he wants.
Yeah, sure.
I got you, buddy.
And he'll start walking up the stairs.
All right, you walk up the stairs, and when you get to the top, because you can't see the top of the stairs from the bottom, but as you climb up, at the top you can see a dead end with a trap door on the ceiling about 10 feet up. And a little bit of a ladder.
Alright. This looks like a way out.
And Bernard will have a look around and start climbing up.
All right, you climb up, and you get to the trap door.
And he'll look at it.
It's a trap door.
A trap door? A trapped door.
Trap door.
Alright, yeah, he opens it.
Doesn't give me a strength check because it's real hard to open. You gotta push on it, and you're like, oh, there's something more to this. Strength check,
Oh.
please.
That's a 21.
21. That just succeeds. And you push up, and you hear something heavy slide off the trapdoor, and the trapdoor opens.
Gee
And rain
whiz.
starts just like coming down into the trapdoor.
Ooh.
Bernard's flame goes.
Dang it. Alright, it's about to get wet, guys.
And he clambers out.
All right, you clamber out, and you see nearby that somebody had pushed a wagon onto the trapdoor.
Oh god. Bernard. Whoa.
Yeah, DC was 20.
God.
And you guys are standing in the middle of a forest, and the trapdoor blends in very, very well with the ground. So you basically get the idea that you wouldn't find it unless you were looking for it.
Ooh, well, let's see here.
Is there a nearby road?
No. Middle of the forest.
Oof.
Time.
Looks like it's the sun. If there was a sun, it'd probably be going down by now. Oh, wait, you guys went out at night, so it's nighttime still.
Bernard is gonna pick up 4 stones,
Mm-hmm.
about his fist size, if he can find any.
Yeah.
And he's just gonna put them on the 4 points of the trapdoor it just opened, just so that someone could find it again if they needed to.
Okay. What does everybody else do? Because Bernard's the only one that's climbed out.
I'm on Bernard's back.
Oh, that's right. So you're up top too. You're up. Ophelia and Una, you guys are still in the base.
After you?
And Una will kind of like gesturally like bow, and she'll go up the stairs and look behind her to make sure Ophelia's
Okay,
following.
as you're climbing that ladder, I need to think here. Who weighs more, Una or Bernard?
Ooh.
Probably Una. Nah, never mind. You get to the fuck it. I don't want to do all that math. You get to the top, Una, without any issue.
Oh,
Because it's a ladder built for dwarves. But yeah, you get to the top.
And then Ophelia will follow.
Okay, you guys get to the top, and it's just pouring rain. A flash out. And the canopy of the forest is dense. You actually can't see out of it. So it's extremely dark in this area of the forest because there are no roads nearby. But everybody make perception checks with disadvantage, even if you have dark vision, because of how dark it is.
Ooh, that's a +0 for that one too.
And Una, that's disadvantage anyway. That's an ability
Yeah.
check. Yep.
15.
15. Okay. Nesla, what'd you get?
25.
25 with disadvantage. Cool. Ophelia.
18.
18. Bernard.
11.
11. I totally forgot. Una, what'd you get?
15.
15. Nesla and Ophelia, you guys kind of to the west catch the faintest flicker of a torch as it's moving.
I'll pat Bernard on the shoulder to that side and just kind of point over there.
If you don't have dark vision, you can't. Oh yeah. Who has dark vision though?
Everybody except for Una.
Okay, so yeah, the three of you can see where the torchlight is because it's about 60 feet away. Una wouldn't be able to see it anyway.
And you said it's like a. Did you say it was just kind of raining or downpour? Or?
It's a downpour.
Okay.
You can see a torch kind of flickering and moving from the west, going north. And you hear that based on the perception checks, Nesla and Ophelia, through like the thunderous like storm, just like a loud crack of thunder, a lightning flash, and kind of from you can see from the torch area, faintly you can hear somebody say, "Okay, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go."
They're leaving.
Do we
Wait.
follow?
What? What?
They're leaving.
Oh. Okay. Do we care? Are any of you curious? Do you think it's the people that killed all those guys down there?
I look over my shoulder at Una.
Nesla, I can't see shit. Who are you talking about?
Reach my finger out towards you. 2 key point. Dark
Nice.
vision.
Thank
Okay,
you.
Una, perception check with disadvantage.
Uh, 13.
13.
I rolled the nat 20 on the first one.
Didn't point to any direction where it was coming from when he gave you dark vision, so you're still looking around going, yeah, I don't see what you're talking about. And as you guys are all kind of saying, you hear a sound of like a horse, like the braying of a horse, and then hose galloping, and then the torch kind of drops to the ground. Those of you that can see it, which is Nesla and Ophelia, and Bernard now. And Una, you turn your head to the direction of the sound, you see the torch drop, you hear the sound of a horse, a scream, and the scream gets cut short. And then the galloping disappears.
That is the second time that has happened.
It's that horse guy.
Well, should we get closer?
And the
Yeah.
direction, so the direction is northwest.
Excuse me.
Ophelia's gonna go towards where the scream was.
Okay. It's
We'd have to
about,
ride on our
it's
heels.
about 60 feet away. Nesla's on Bernard's back. Does Una follow?
Yep.
It's gonna, okay, everybody's following. It's about 60 feet to the northwest. You guys go that way, and you kind of peek through the trees and see a road. Very gravelly, well, not gravelly, sorry, dirt, but like there's the odd kind of piece of stone. And lying on the street are two humans that have been beheaded, but no heads anywhere in sight. Well, they look, their bodies look human, but no heads anywhere. And the torch is just kind of barely flickering, and the rain just kind of eventually just puts it out.
Looks like someone got ahead of themselves over here.
Yeah.
And there's another crack of thunder and a flare of lightning, and about a mile and a half up the road on a hill surrounded by dense forests, very reminiscent of Castle Ravenloft, is a massive black stone keep. And the lightning kind of very cinematically, very Universal Monsters. Lightning kind of behind the keep, and that's what like lights it up along the horizon. And rain is just coming down, and the hooves on in the mud go in that direction.
So question.
I do willing to bet that that's where we're going.
Do the wounds on these guys, are they cauterized at all?
Nope.
Like what we just
Oh, no.
encountered? No?
There's blood kind of starting to ooze out.
Oh boy.
Does it look like a really clean cut?
Oh, yeah.
Really sharp? Okay.
Like something was coming down the path and just with just one swipe each.
So we're just gonna like kneel down next to them and like go through their pockets, see if there's anything like identifying on
Okay.
them.
You find 15 gold pieces on each body. Like you need it. And nothing really in their pockets or anything, but you notice on their fingers, like on their ring fingers, are two wedding bands. And these are both, kind of in closer inspection, two men, and they have wedding bands on their fingers, and they've been beheaded. That's all you really find. That just the only identifying marker that they both have is these wedding bands.
Ooh, bed, wed, behead.
And Una, you'd have to be on the path to do this, so everyone else is kind of in the bushes, and you're out in the open on this path.
Bernard kind of goes,
Hey, is there anything on them that might tell us why they were out here? In the rain? In a thunderstorm?
Una, as you're looking through their
woods?
body, and Bernard's kind of asking these questions, give me an investigation check, unfortunately, with disadvantage.
21, because reliable talent.
Okay, nice. In the left body's kind of hidden very well and very, very, very hidden in the breast pocket of this left body is a kind of a necklace, and in the necklace is a pendant, and you find like a gold pendant, and it looks like there's like a little corner of a piece of parchment sticking out of the pendant.
She's gonna make sure it doesn't get wet from the rain. She's kind of
Okay,
like
you
making
can
sure her
easily
hands
do
are
that.
over
Oh yeah,
it.
your hands are massive, so you can easily just do that. It looks like it's a hastily drawn letter, and it says, they've come to Sithakis to find the interlopers. We hope you can give us shelter. Signed, your father. So you get the sense
Thanks
they're
for-
fleeing from somewhere.
Looks like they were trying to get away from somewhere, Bernard.
And as you're in the path, Una, you guys can hear that braying of a horse again and hooves coming in your direction from the location of the keep. Very fast. Just.
Una.
Una. Get off the fucking path.
Roll initiative, Una, to see if you
Hidden
can get
step?
off the path. Okay, never mind. That was just for Una to roll initiative so she should get off the path in time. But she did hidden step, so she is. And do you go where your friends are?
I just kind of, yeah.
Okay. Okay. And as you guys are like hiding in the bushes, I need everybody to make stealth checks to see if you can stay quiet in those bushes.
Oh, goody.
And oh yeah,
We
Una,
love
disadvantage
that.
because of the curse afflicting you right now from your little
Oh
dagger.
god.
Oh, at least that's the dagger, not anything else.
Essentially for this, I need half the party to succeed for it to go well.
25.
What?
25. Natural 1. Okay. Nesla, what'd you get?
30-20.
Dirty 20. Ophelia and Bernard.
I got a 12.
12. Okay.
And I got a natural 1, which makes it a 1.
Okay. Let me just pull up something real quick. Passive perception. Passive perception. Okay. Una and Nesla instinctively can see that you two are not being as quiet. They kind of just hold you still. And the galloping stops, and you see a figure dismount this very undead-looking horse. You can see like through its like head and everything. It's very skeletal and rotting flesh hanging off of it. The individual steps off the horse, and where is the picture so I can describe it in the right amount of detail? Okay. Plate armor, very immaculate, black and silver. One of their hands is extremely skeletal. The other is covered in a plate gauntlet. They're wearing a helmet on their head with a large, like red feathery plume going down the back, and two glowing red eyes underneath the helmet, and a large. What weapon does it use so I can describe it exactly? A long sword, kind of strapped to its back, and it's holding a torch in its other hand. It's kind of just looking around the vicinity. And then you hear more galloping. And two more horses arrive with two more of these same armored individuals get off. And they're looking around. Oh no!
Pass without trace on everybody.
And they're looking around, and in common, one of them says, "Oh, I thought I saw something." And the voice is really, like, dead. It doesn't sound like there's any life to it whatsoever. It's very cold, and it's chilling, and it kind of makes everyone's hair stand up on end. And it's just... Then they kind of look down at the bodies, and they just pick up the bodies and put them on the back of their horses. And they look and, oh yeah, hold on a second. It's like, as the one like starts to like look down in the mud to see if they can see anything. Oh no! One sec. My internet pooped for a second. One of these figures kind of looks down in the mud, and there's a flash of lightning and a peal of thunder, and he kind of like diverts his attention and looks around. And one of the other ones also is looking around, not in the mud though. And we'll see what happens with the third one. Looks down in the mud and sees two very large footprints, and just looks down and goes, "Someone's been here."
And Bernard feels his back get very light as I go invisible and 25 feet up a tree.
Make a stealth check with advantage to see if you can quietly go up a tree. And,
Okay.
and since you're a monk, you can just do that without making any checks to run up a tree.
Antipaxy.
Antipaxy.
And like I say I spent those 2 key points as well.
Yep.
25.
25. So you time it with a crack of thunder, and you sprint up into a tree. And the figure is like looking. The figure is maybe 5 feet away, but the foliage of this forest is so dense he can't see you. But he's looking down at the footprint, and he just goes, "Someone's here." And then the other two just kind of go, "Leave it. We'll know if they get close." And they kind of back onto the horses and go back towards the keep with the bodies on the horses. Just and then eventually just the sound of galloping hose disappears.
Okay, well, looks like we might end up having hard to fight them. Might not be good.
Hey, Ophelia.
Yeah.
Can you ask your diamond dude friend there? His name escapes me at the moment.
It's Vonnegeist.
Vonnegeist. What's the do you know what tower that is?
That's I can't ever remember the name off the top of my head. That is Nedregard Keep.
That's what I'm looking for.
That's where we need to go.
That is where your shard should lie.
I'll jump back down. Okay. They saw that, and I point to the footprints. Y'all need to stay close to me right now, and we need to move quickly.
Wait. So, some of y'all are hurt. I mean, we're all a little bit hurt. Do we want to, before we go into this keep, do we want to get some rest in that hellhole down there? I marked it with some stones. We can go back and, have a short or long, depending on how bad you guys think you are.
Do you want to sleep in the hellhole?
I mean, it's better than in the rain or inside this keep that we're heading towards.
I don't think we'll have any trouble in the keep, Bernard. Just a good feeling.
Okay.
But we can go sleep in the hole, but I think, we'll be fine. And like Una kind of just keeps looking towards it, kind of just like nodding her head.
You just hear a laugh in your head, Una.
Alright.
Una just kind of replies in her head, just like, "What's so funny, Belle?"
No response.
Doctor, what are you thinking?
I think a rest would be beneficial, but I could theoretically hold my own in a fight if we were to get into one.
Okay, alright. I guess we're moving. Based on what we just encountered, we're probably gonna want to stay off the roads. But follow the roads.
There's only 3 of them. There's 4 of us.
Yeah. But if we do find one of them by themselves, we could try killing it. I wouldn't be against that.
Well, I will say that the other 2 came running. We'll have to do it quickly.
Yeah. But who knows? Maybe these things don't die by normal means. I don't have anything to banish them or
And he starts thinking if he has heard of anything that matches their description.
Give me a history check.
Okay.
I will say the DC is fairly high because you've never encountered one before.
Yeah. I got a 19.
19. No.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. Probably best to avoid him, but the way that they were talking, it sounded like we're gonna come in contact with him again at some point.
Hey, Ophelia.
Mm-hmm.
Think your carriage could pop up nicely in the forest?
There's enough room for it, yeah.
The carriage wouldn't exactly be stealthy. And the forest is pretty dense in this area. There is no road right here, so the carriage couldn't safely. It doesn't have the room to pop up.
Okay. I was just thinking you
no.
wanted just to catch some winks in the forest in the carriage.
As nice as that would be, the only place to put the carriage is on the road, and that is not a good idea.
Yeah, maybe we could walk and talk.
And Bernard will be like,
We better get moving.
and
So-
start walking towards there.
Are you going towards the hellhole or
No.
the keep?
The keep.
Okay. Marching order, please. It's very dense, so at least two of you can walk side by side.
Una will go in front.
Okay. Who's beside Una then? Because you can go two abreast or single file. It's up to you guys.
Yeah, Bernard.
So Bernard is beside or behind?
Beside.
Okay. And that'll be
Fine.
Nesla and Ophelia in the back. I'll say Nesla's behind Una, Ophelia's behind Bernard. Does that make sense to me? And you guys, are you doing it slowly, a little quickly?
I'll let Una set the pace.
Okay. What's the pace?
Is Pass Without Trace still on us?
No.
Yes.
And
Yes, I just cast it before I ran up the tree.
did you? I thought you said you cast invisibility.
Yeah, I spent 2 key points, went invisible, and then ran up the tree.
So Pass Without Trace is not on. Because invisibility is us, so I need to think here. Because I know that one of them is concentration.
Both
Pass without trace is concentration.
So you can't have both active at the same time. Because they're both concentration. And if you cast a spell while you're invisible anyway, your invisibility will go away because it's just normal invisibility and not greater invisibility.
Okay, just thought I'd ask to know what's if it's up or not. We're going like slower, sneaky. Hopefully, if we fumble, the lightning and thunder will kind of mask us, but we're not booking it. Good slow pace.
Okay. You doing
And
anything else
Una-
while you guys are walking?
Una's looking around to see if there's anything like on the very sides of the path, any like tripwires or
Okay,
something
cool.
of the
Perception with
sort.
disadvantage as that mist shadows kind of coalesce in your eyes again.
Oh, you guys need to stop. And she's just like rubbing her eyes and looking around.
Okay.
Do you need
Reliable
some help?
talent, 21.
Okay. Nope. It's a forest. And it's about a mile and a half up the road, so you guys just keep going through the forest. Stepping over anything that would be loud, like fallen branches and stuff, and you guys keep going. And mile and a half, so it's about an hour it takes for you guys to get eventually kind of to the edge of this forest. And as you get about to the edge, it's still dense on the edge, and you see a massive kind of stone courtyard with just dead fallen trees all over inside of it. What looks like a cemetery, and large stone steps kind of going upwards to the front doors of this keep, and the keep's about 10 stories high. Or sorry, not 10. Let me pull up the actual, like, I can't remember off the top of my head. 20 stories high. Not as big as Castle Ravenloft, obviously. And standing kind of near the stone steps, kind of just looking through the darkness, kind of just their head moving around, is not one of those individuals you saw on horseback. This individual is kind of just standing still, holding a torch, and just looking around. They're very human, kind of blonde hair, kind of down one side, soaked through. They kind of got like just standard like leather traveling gear, also soaked through, and they're just kind of scanning the area with a torch.
Una's gonna stop the group from walking.
Okay.
Because we're still like in the kind of like the forest area, right?
Yeah. The forest, like the edge of the forest is super dense, so wouldn't exactly see anything through that denseness if you were looking for something.
Okay.
But yeah, you can see about maybe 45 feet away is one of these figures, just like a figure just kind of looking around.
Okay. And it's like Una's gonna like make sure like everybody's like kind of like a group huddle, everybody's looking at each other.
Mm-hmm.
I have a plan. Maybe. If things go fine, well, everything will be okay. If it doesn't, avenge my death, okay?
Sounds like a dumb plan.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I've had better, I've had worse, but I really do think this is gonna work. Just watch me from here, okay? And she's like
Where?
looking directly at Nesla now.
I don't want to go with you, man. Turn invisible.
Okay. It's like, Ophelia, Bernard. Just, if something happens, okay? I don't think anything's gonna happen. I think we'll be good. I hope we'll be good. We're gonna see if we're good, okay?
Bernard twirls a hand axe. He's like, alright, do your thing.
And
People wait on your back.
and Una makes sure she has like her hand where the contract is,
Okay.
and she's just making sure it's like accessible, and she's walking towards the tower.
Like out into the open.
Yep.
Alright, the figure turns its head towards you and goes, and its jaws unhinge, and a long coiled pink tongue comes out, and it rushes right at you. Everybody roll initiative.
Okay.
Hey, the fuck?
What were you doing?
And just so Bernard and Ophelia know, to get through the forest, that is super, super difficult terrain because it's just dense.
Yeah.
And I'd say Una and Nesla are about 15 feet in front, and that figure is moving. It is like 40 feet away, but regardless.
Yikes. That's not good.
Okay. Una, what'd you get for initiative?
10.
Okay.
I rolled a
Nesla.
nat one.
Nesla.
15.
15. Ophelia.
18.
Nice. And Bernard.
3.
Okay.
I had advantage. I rolled 1 and a 3.
Ophelia, you're first. You see Una and Nesla just walk out into the view sight of this individual. It turns, its jaw unhinges very unnaturally. That's what that bellowing scream, and this coiled tongue ravels out, and it rushes right at Una and Nesla. And it's about 4 from where you are, because you're in the forest with Bernard. It's Nesla and Una are 15 feet away. It would be 40 feet away. So, yeah, difficult terrain to get out of the forest. The forest has about maybe 5 feet. So to get out of the forest, that's 10 feet of movement. Or you can stay in the forest and try to attack from the forest. But the forest would technically slightly obscure your vision. So anything ranged from the forest would be considered 3/4 cover, I think. You're trying to like get it out from behind the trees. So
She said, "Oh, I just kind of want to trust her, but I don't trust her." Ophelia's gonna throw a firebolt just
at the
at the figure.
the figure. Okay, make an attack roll, and it will be with. Don't worry about disadvantage. I'm just gonna do the 3/4 cover thing.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20, that hits as it's rushing forward and the firebolts just right in the chest. And just so everybody knows, its AC is, again, +5 because of the 3/4 cover.
15 fire damage.
15 fire damage. Okay. Hits it in the chest, and all the leathers on its clothes burn off. Not significantly because the downpour like puts the fire out anyway. And it's just like, and it's still like rushing. So that anything else, Ophelia?
No, she's gonna stay by Bernard.
Okay. That'll bring it to Nesla. You're on Una's back, and it is. It's about 25 feet away from you.
Una, what the hell? And I'm going. Does it appear solid or spectral?
Oh, it appears definitely solid.
Okay, I'm going to throw 2 normal darts at it.
Okay. And you guys aren't obscured by the trees, so it has its normal AC for you two. So you lob 2 darts at it.
Hey, first one's a 13.
13 just hits.
And the second one is a 14.
Yeah, both hit. So it's running forward, the firebolt slams into its chest, and then 2 darts just go.
And that will be a total of 13 damage.
Okay. That's for both darts, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so both darts slam into it. It's like, bleh! And then it's like still running, still going. Anything else?
That's it.
All right, Una.
You muted?
Oh, and it's just thinking to herself, like, this isn't going according to plan. She's just kind of in her head, damn it, Belle. And she's running towards it with that weird ass dagger thing that she has, and she's gonna try to stab it.
Okay, you run up to it. Nesla's like on your back, like, make an attack roll.
Ugh. Oh, wait. 15?
15 hits.
Does that get sneak attack?
Yes.
Okay. So that's 3, 4, 5. So that's 7 damage from that weird dagger thing.
Okay. It's nothing happens to it. It takes damage. You stab into its like shoulder.
Yeah.
And now it's just stopped right in front of you. Anything else?
I need to sneak attack damage.
Oh, I didn't. Okay, yeah, cool. Yeah.
1 second.
It's like as the dagger slams into its like collarbone.
'21 sneak attack.
All right. As you like rush, you just jam the dagger down into its collarbone, and it falls to the ground dead. Well, re-dead. And that's that. And you guys just, Ophelia and Bernard just in the forest, just saw Una run out. That thing turned and just rushed her, and it's now dead on the ground.
Yeah, no, it worked. Good plan.
Well, we're all still alive.
Yeah, no, I mean, yeah, I was being genuine. That was a good plan. You heard it.
And you hear galloping.
Should we get inside?
Nesla and Uno roll initiative to see if you guys can. Actually, everybody roll initiative to see if you guys can do whatever you want to do before that rider gets here.
Nesla, is he still invisible?
He made an
No, I
attack.
attacked.
No, he's
Oh,
not. He's
okay.
invisible again on your back. Yep.
12.
1.
1. Okay.
11.
Oof.
17.
Okay. I'm gonna ask you guys again because, yeah.
Just 5 in.
Okay, Una, what'd you get?
17.
17. Nesla,
11.
11. Ophelia.
1.
Okay, Bernard.
12.
Okay. So, Una, you're first. Nesla's still on your back.
How far do we make it? How much room is there to cover? Like 3/4 or full-ish?
So to get to the stairs into the doors of the keep, where are you going? Like going to the doors of the keep, or are you going back into the forest?
Oh, goddamn. Towards the doors of the keep.
Okay, the doors of the keep, you moved 15 feet out of the forest. That figure was 40 feet from the forest, so it was 25 feet away. And then the stairs about 20 feet up, so 40 feet to the gate, to the doors rather, and 15 feet back through the forest. But the forest is considered difficult terrain to get through.
Okay. I'm going to... I guess run and then run as far as I can, dash action to make sure I can get to those doors.
You can get to the doors, but you can't open them because it's an action to open a door.
Okay.
So you get to the door with Nesla on your back. You guys just see Una and Nesla take off towards up the stairs to the doors of the keep. And that's your action to do the dash. Anything else? Or bonus action dash, because you can do the bonus action dash as a rogue.
Yes. I get hide, bonus action to hide.
So are you using bonus action dash or bonus action? Oh wait, can rogues do? Garrett, can rogues do bonus action dash?
Yeah.
So are you using your bonus action to dash, or using your action to dash, or are you using your bonus action to hide?
I'll use my action to dash and then my bonus action to hide.
Okay, you're on the stairs in front of the door. There's not exactly a place to hide.
Okay, so there's no columns or anything.
No,
Kind of
it's just a straight staircase up.
So you could use, your bonus action to dash, and then.
It would be better to do your bonus action to dash than your action to do something else.
Okay. Okay, so the bonus action dash.
Yep, you get to the top of the stairs at the door.
And then I could use my action to open the door.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna do that.
Okay, the door's open, unfortunately, but you are out of movement.
But it's open.
Yeah, it's open, and you just see darkness kind of through it, and then kind of some chandeliers hanging from the ceiling with lit candles and suits of armor in this hallway. And that'll bring us to Bernard.
Oh no.
Yeah.
So it doesn't look like I can actually get up to the door and inside with an action.
No.
Within a turn, correct?
No.
He's pretty much gonna look at Ophelia and be like,
Maybe we should, just kinda stay back.
Okay, is that what Bernard's doing? Just staying?
yeah, well, he's gonna try to fade into the shrubberies.
Okay, because you are in the dense kind of part of the forest,
Yeah.
stealth check with advantage.
Okay.
But you're wearing heavy armor, so...
Well, it's Mithril.
Oh, it's Mithril, that's right. Boom! Stealth check with advantage.
No dex bonus. Boy. Not okay. Rolled an 18.
19. Okay, I'm
18.
gonna write that down so I remember. And that'll bring it to Nesla on the back of Una. She just ran up the stairs and opened the door, and you see this 40 by 80 foot hallway, like 40 feet wide, 80 feet tall, and there's chandeliers hanging from the ceiling. The candles are dimly lit, and there are suits of armor, maybe like 8 suits of armor on either side of this corridor, just flanking the corridor. And there's like a bunch of doors. And unfortunately, I don't have the map made because I didn't think we'd get here yet.
Una panicked, okay?
But there will be a map next week.
Drop to the ground behind her.
Mhm.
Why the hell did you stop? And shove her.
Do you consent to being shoved?
Oh yeah, yeet me, baby.
Nesla, what's your strength score?
Not much.
We'll say Una lets you.
+1.
We'll say Una lets you push her in, so it's not like you have to force her. You're just like, okay, and she goes in 5 feet through the door.
Step in around her.
Okay, and the shove was your action essentially. So
Alright. There. See what happens. Bonus. I don't really have anything for bonus. Yeah. That's it.
okay, cool.
Step into the other side over.
All right, the galloping approaches, and Ophelia and Bernard, you guys see on the road in front of you guys where that undead creature is another one of those skeletal horses. Another one of those heavily armored knight-looking things steps off, the plume kind of blowing in the breeze, and it looks around and goes, "Ah, sneaky, sneaky, someone's here." And then it looks down in the mud and sees footprints right towards the stairs, and it goes, "Well, well, well." Dismounting the horse, it has 30 feet of movement. So it just walks over to the base of the stairs on its turn, gets to the base of the stairs, looks up, sees Una and Nesla kind of in the doorway, and it goes, "No, no, no." And in its hand, it's been so bad. In its hand, you see an orb of fire appear, and it just lobs it into the doorway.
The spell? Can I count?
It's not a spell. It's a hellfire orb.
We're just doing one of these.
He's so pretty for what coming at us.
I need Una and Nesla to make dexterity saving throws as that sphere explodes in a 20-foot radius in the doorway. Just.
First,
Shit.
is that technically a projectile?
It is, but it's not one you could hurl back. Yeah.
Mother.
Oh no.
So I
What
didn't
did you
think.
get?
I didn't expect this to happen.
Nat 20 plus 9, so 29.
Okay, excellent.
We are both ends of the spectrum, Jeremy. Oh,
All right,
fuck.
so Jeremy, what'd you get?
Yeah, natural 1.
Oh, so this fireball explodes in fire, and then as it explodes in fire, it's also like necrotic. There's like some necrotic energy to it. So for fire damage, that's the wrong thing. That is an average dice roller. That's real. That's not great for a roll.
Dex, right?
Yeah, it's a dex saving throw. So that is 29 points of fire damage. So Nesla, you take 29 points of fire damage. Una, you take rounded
Evasion.
down. Okay. So you both take 14 points of fire damage. And then Nesla, you take 41 points of necrotic damage.
I'm down.
And Una, you take rounded down 20 necrotic damage. That's its turn, bringing it to Ophelia. As it just says, and as like the explosion fades, you can't see Nesla because you guys can't see into the door from your angle.
Yeah. 41 would be halved as well, wouldn't it?
Can you only do evasion for one thing? Because that's two different damage types. I'd say it'd be only for the first one. You can choose. Actually, I'll let you choose which one you want to use evasion on. It was 29 fire and 41 necrotic.
Yeah, it wouldn't matter.
Oh, actually,
If
hold on. Yes, both would be halved because it's a single saving throw for both. So you take 20 necrotic instead of 41, Nesla.
So I'm still up with 9 points.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so it's Ophelia's turn. You guys just saw that explosion. And it's Ophelia's turn.
And we can't see Una and Nesla, correct?
Not from this angle, no.
Well, shit. Fear of the worst. How, from where we are in the forest, how far is the door?
Shit. 60 feet. Roughly.
60 feet.
Yeah, 60 feet total. And to get out of the forest, it's 10 feet of difficult terrain.
So that uses up 20 feet of our movement.
Correct.
Oh my god. I'm very distracted because my neighbor's dog Bernard is right outside my window, so
The dog's name is
I love you,
Bernard.
Bernard. Yeah, it's great. I love him. He's taking a shit. It's not great.
Nice. Is Bernard taking a shit too?
What just happened, probably.
Yeah.
Nesla certainly is.
It's hot.
Really is having a small little panic attack right now.
Hot
Oh.
Google.
Shit.
D-
Is
On the plus side, it doesn't seem like it knows you two are there.
on the plus side. So this scary horse person is at the base of the stairs?
Yeah, and the horse is kind of standing where that undead creature is, 20 feet back from the stairs.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Ophelia is going to step out of the forest.
Okay, that takes 20 feet of movement to
Just
do that.
The very edge.
Yep, 20 feet of movement to do that.
To hide is an action, right?
Correct.
Okay. I'm going to bonus action mind thrust the dude.
Okay.
So I need an intelligence saving throw.
Okay, so he just like, feels this mind thrust in the back of his mind. Ooh! Ooh! That's a 4! 3 plus 1.
Okay.
Just, and he like clenches on the spot.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I need to...
So
Oh, yeah,
two.
that orb does not recharge as a once a day thing.
So that's 7 psychic damage, and it can only take the dash or disengage action on its next turn.
Okay.
So then Ophelia's going to move back into the forest with the remaining movement and take the hide action
Okay.
to hide amongst the trees.
Okay, how much damage is that again? Sorry? 7?
It was 7
Okay, cool.
psychic.
It just... And he won't know what direction that came from, which is the fun thing. Oh, and you're hiding?
I'm hiding in the
Stealth check,
forest now.
please.
I'm not great at those.
Not hiding well in the forest, because it's 20 feet of movement to get back into the forest, through the trees, so... Stealth check.
2.
2?
Mhm.
You're not exactly hiding at all. You kind of have like a leaf, like...
Oh, she did.
She thinks
She
she
didn't get
thinks she's
advantage
hiding.
because she's not as deep in it.
She left the forest. Completely.
Oh, I thought.
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That'll bring it back to the top with Una. This figure is at the bottom of the stairs, and it just clenched on the spot for a second.
And when the doors were open, like it was pretty dark in there, right?
Yeah, it's like dim light.
Poop.
Mm-hmm. Oh boy, oh boy.
This is not how I thought this encounter was gonna go. Crap. Just judging when she was looking through those open doors.
Yeah.
How big how big did this place look in the main, like, foyer?
So it's the corridor. At the end of the corridor are 2 double doors. The corridor is 40 feet by 80 feet tall.
Oh, you froze up there, Justin.
40 feet wide, 80 feet tall, and there's 2 double doors at the end of that corridor, and there's 8 suits of armor on either side of that corridor.
My bargaining isn't gonna work. Maybe it will. She's. Oh, fuck. She's gonna. She's gonna take out the contract.
Okay.
And she's gonna, like, open it towards this dude.
Okay.
Okay, right?
Okay. You can't read it from down there. He's 30 feet away.
She's gonna go walk up to him.
Okay.
Fuck it, if she dies, she dies.
Okay, you walk up to this individual with your contract out.
And she's, like, gonna point to it and be like, I own this place, bitch.
That doesn't matter to us.
And she is going to bonus action disengage.
Okay.
Cunning action.
Yeah.
And she is going to bounce from the grave.
Is that necrotic damage?
Yeah.
Okay. It hits. I'll say it hits the armor just so you don't. Hits. No damage whatsoever. And you can hear the echo in the helmet, just like. We are not bound by the deed. It didn't say anything in the contract about anything here. Yeah.
Free action in her mind. Fuck you, Belle.
Anything else? You disengage and go back upstairs.
Yeah, and that's I guess all we're doing.
Okay, Bernard.
What the hell are they doing?
You just let me run down the stairs, show him the contract, and then he's just like, you hear him audibly say, we're not bound by the contract, we're not bound by the deed, blah, blah, blah.
If I use my movement, can I get up to him?
It'd be 20 feet to get out of the forest, and then he is 20 feet away at the, he's 40 feet away because he's at the base of the stairs. So he's 40 feet away from the edge of the forest.
Balls.
And the stairs are 20 feet up from where he is.
Alright. And I can pretty much tell that Dr. Bauer is going to be seen.
If he looks in this direction,
Because she
is out in the open.
Like, well, yeah, he's kind of looking at her with the leaf.
She's hiding very well. Thank you very much.
Yeah, with a 2.
Nah.
This is very much adequate.
Very much adequate.
Well, shit. Should I engage this thing then? Or...
I don't know.
No.
I wanna kill it. Fuck. going to slink forward, but not out of the jungle.
Okay.
Just trying to maintain my current stealth.
Okay, so give me another
So I'm
stealth.
not
Give me a
going
free.
to
Give me a free stealth check then to see if you can maintain it.
Oh. It's not gonna work. Or like I don't have any bonuses.
With advantage because you're still in the dense forest.
Okay. Yeah, I got a 9.
Okay.
So I moved forward, and I'm like, okay, this isn't gonna work.
And as you get, so the 9 would kind of make him go. His head kind of moves, swivels a little bit.
There it is, guys. That's it. Bernard is going to use all of his movement and his action of movement to get right up on this guy.
Okay.
And use his bonus action to giant might.
Okay. Anything else?
Nope. He's just right up on this guy.
All right.
Just super engaged with him.
All right. That'll bring it to Nesla.
Okay, so Luna is just inside the door.
Mm-hmm.
Bernard is right up against him.
Yeah, you can see Bernard like right behind the thing, and it definitely knows Bernard's there.
Yeah.
Let me see what's the range on that.
He's 20 feet at the bottom of the stairs. I thought it's 20. I thought it was 30. It's 20.
Okay.
That's what I said initially. So he's 20 feet basically down the stairs from you, Nesla.
He seems to be pretty perceptive, so he's standing just outside the door. I am going. Yeah, okay. I'm going to spend 2 key points.
Okay.
I am going
How many
to.
key points do you have left? Because you guys haven't had a long rest in a bit.
Yeah, I'm down to 1 after this.
Okay.
And I am going to cast Minor Illusion.
And I forgot for the effects. I'm looking at the creature's stat block right now. It has magical resistance, so Ophelia actually would have had advantage on that saving throw. So what was the DC again?
18.
And that's intelligence, right?
Yeah.
Okay. No effect. Still under the effect of it. Okay. So you're doing minor illusion.
Yeah.
Okay.
I am going to point to the ground around him and say, "You may not care that she owns this, but they do, as my magic illusion creates like, let's see, 30 feet, so I'll say like 15 sets of footprints
Okay.
in the mud walking towards him, and just like stop in a semicircle around him.
Okay. Anything else?
No, that's it.
All right, and remind me, Ophelia, what can it do as its action with that spell on him?
It can take the dash or disengage action.
Okay. This is going to disengage from Bernard
Oh, no attack. Dang.
and move up the stairs past those footprints. Just. And it just says that's going up the stairs. I know everything that lives here. And up the stairs 20 feet, and it stops in front of the doors. Or 30 feet, it gets into the doors where Nesla and Una are. And that'll bring us to Ophelia.
Cool. Yikes. I'm gonna get out of the forest because like whatever at this point.
You're technically already out of the forest.
The leaf's not working out for her, so she's just gonna be like, whatever. Might as well just be on the road.
I could just imagine her taking that leaf and just kind of tossing it aside, like.
Whatever. Does she still see the dude?
No.
Scary horse dude?
Nope. Because the angle he disappeared through the door. And let me think here. The horse is gone. It kind of, as soon as you got hit by your mind thrust, the horse disappeared.
Tight. I can't see him.
Like a purposeful concentration drop.
Oh my god. Ophelia's just gonna move forward, staying behind Bernard.
Okay.
But she's just gonna move forward.
Okay.
And just be like, this kind of sucks. We might die here. Shit.
No, don't worry. As long as I can get up on him, I think I can stop the most of it from hitting you guys.
Anything else, Ophelia? You can just make out the plume of his helmet where Bernard is. At the top of the staircase.
Can I see Nesla?
No. Because the individual's kind of blocking, is in the doorway.
Damn it. Listen, yeah, we're just gonna stay here.
Okay.
Until Bernard moves.
Okay. That'll bring us to Una. The armored individual is standing directly in front of you and Nesla.
I'm just gonna try to hit this thing with my rapier.
Okay, make an attack roll.
27.
27. Okay, even with that reaction, that would hit. So, that hits, but you can see it goes to parry, but you just barely sink into its belly.
And I get sneak attack with this?
Correct.
Oh, bless.
You just slam the rapier through the plate armor into its tum-tum.
So, 9 damage with the rapier, plus for
What's the rapier again?
It
just
is...
a plus blah blah blah.
Yeah, it's just a regular rapier.
Okay, cool. And how much damage was it?
7.
Okay.
What? Yeah.
So, into its belly, and he just goes...
And then sneak attack. $23 sneak attack damage.
Ooh, nice. He just like... and he kind of just grimaces under the helmet. You can hear an audible grimace and a groan, and then he just laughs some more. Just...
Bonus action disengage.
Okay.
And I guess I'm gonna back up like 10 feet from this guy in that disengage.
Sure. Anything else?
That's my turn.
Bernard, 20 feet up the top of the stairs.
He's gonna run up to him.
So it'd be 25 feet away from you.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're
right
up behind him.
next to him. Yep.
There's no room to maneuver through him.
Yeah. Bonus action. Halgroon, the hill giant rune.
Yep.
So resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, slashing. And then 3 attacks.
Go for it.
Wham, wham. Okay.
Oh boy.
natural 20 for the first one.
What does that bring the total to?
30.
Okay, hits, max damage plus roll damage.
Okay. I'll go ahead and resolve that first. That would be... Okay. 8 plus 5, 13 plus 7, 20. So that's 25 magical slashing damage.
Okay.
For the first hit.
Okay.
Oh, wait. I get another d8 because I'm big.
Okay.
So that's actually... So that's 25 plus 8.
Okay,
That's
so 33.
33 plus this d8. 7. So 40.
Okay. He still looks pretty fine.
Yikes. Second attack.
Okay.
That is 26.
26 hits.
Okay. That's 8. Oh, max damage. So that's 16 plus 5. 21 slashing damage for the second attack.
Okay.
And third attack. 14 plus 24 to hit.
24, he's going to use his reaction to parry, and he blocks the attack.
Damn. Okay. Alright, that was the third one. Alright.
Okay.
Cool.
Anything else? Like, use your bonus action to do that rune.
Mm-hmm.
And your
That'd
action
be
do
like-
3 attacks.
What are you running from?
Not you. And that'll bring it to Nesla.
Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out what to do here. Guess we're going in on them. I'm going to take my step forward, and spin around with my tri-staff, and
Okay.
go for 2 strikes against the torso.
Okay, make 2 attack rolls.
First one is a 26.
26 hits.
Oh, shit. 7 damage.
Okay, whack.
Second one is a 29 to hit.
29 definitely hits.
And that is 9 damage.
Okay.
And I will spend my last key point for a flurry of blows
Okay.
as I claw into him with 2 unarmed strikes.
Sure.
Uh, 13 to hit on
Does
the
not
first
hit,
one.
just right off the armor. Just ting.
And a 21 to hit on the second.
21 just hits.
And it's 9 more damage.
Okay. Anything else, Nesla? He's looking pretty beat up now.
Look up and hair on the back of my neck stands up a little bit.
Okay, that'll bring it to his turn then. Let us see. Okay. He's going to make 3 attacks with his longsword. First one for Bernard. Just
All right.
that is a 29 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. 13 Oh, rolled wrong dice. 10 slashing damage.
Okay. So
Plus...
5 slashing damage then?
Yep, plus... Plus... I need another one. Ah! Ah! Plus 29 necrotic damage.
Yikers.
And then he's going to spin the sword around and go for you again.
Okay.
For a dirty 20 to hit.
That misses.
Okay, and the third attack is also going to go for you then, because you are the threat essentially. 27 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. 8 slashing damage, reduced to half, so 4.
Okay.
And 19 necrotic damage.
All right. Cool.
And then, what else can he do? Ah, shit. For the last attack against you, he's going to use a bonus action and cast Staggering Smite. And you take an additional... ...15 psychic damage and need to make a wisdom saving throw as his sword crackles with energy and just...
Okay. You said wisdom saving throw?
Correct.
And how much damage?
14.
Right.
Psychic.
I failed the wisdom saving throw.
Okay, Staggering Smite. So, you have disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks and can't take reactions until the end of your next turn.
Disadvantage on
Attacks
rolls?
and ability checks.
Until the end of
your next turn.
Okay. Cool.
And that's what that does, and that'll bring it to Ophelia at the bottom of the stairs where Bernard was. And because of how big Bernard is, you can't see past Bernard.
God damn it.
That thing took out half my hit points in a turn, so.
Yeah. Oh my god. If I move up the stairs, is there any way I can like peer between Bernard's legs and just get a glimpse
I'll say
of Nesla?
I'll say probably not, because the Death Knight's right there. Oh well, I said the creature's name. It's standing right there too. So
I can't get line of
you
sight
couldn't-
on Nesla
You couldn't
at
see
all.
Nesla, no.
God damn
Two
it,
big boys
Bernard.
kind of blocking the doorway.
Well, she's gonna move behind Bernard.
Okay.
He's not looking so hot. Bonus action to activate Uvar. Just going like that. And Bernard is really not looking good. Fuck it, whatever. Sorry, Nesla. She's gonna cast Heal on Bernard and give him 70 hit points.
Yeah.
Oh,
Heal's a good spell.
Oh, yeah.
I wanted to give it to Nesla, but sorry. And then that's her turn.
Okay, that'll bring it back to the top with Una.
She's gonna go up to the one she hit last time and try to hit it with rapier again.
Okay. And that energy that it's on, that it used for the smite, is still on its weapon. Yeah, because it's concentration.
22 to hit.
22. It's going to parry that, so it does not hit.
Oh no.
Sorry. Smite's concentration, so it's concentrating that on Bernard right now.
I guess just bonus action, disengage,
Okay.
and then just move back 10 feet again.
Okay, that'll bring us to Bernard.
Bernard's going to bonus action Frost Rune. Yes.
Okay.
And that'll bring up his strength score to 22.
Okay.
And he's going to try to do 3 attacks again.
All right, all disadvantage.
Yeah. Okay. So first one is a 16.
Does not hit.
Oh wait, no. 17.
Does not hit.
Okay. Second one is a 14.
Does not hit.
Third one is a 20.
20 just hits.
Okay.
So it blocks. You guys are like sword fighting, blocks your first 2 blows, and then the third one just gets through right in its midsection.
Alright, so that's a shoot. Ugh.
No, staggering smite does stay on the weapon because it's concentration for a minute. Cool. Good thing I looked at that. Never mind, it's on the weapon.
What? The smites usually only count
It's
for the
staggering
next...
smite. It's different. It's concentration for a minute, so it's concentrated on the weapon for a minute
Right.
because it
Well,
ends
well-
on your. Can I finish, please?
Yeah.
It ends on you at the end of your next turn, but it's
Mhm.
still he's still concentrating the spell on his weapon.
Right, but
That's
like,
why I'm ruling it because that's what it says in
all right,
the text that I'm reading.
that's cool. We'll talk about it later. It's fine. So, fuck. I was about to tell you my damage score. It was. I think it was only 8 slashing damage for that hit.
Slashing. Okay.
Because I rolled 1s for my dice. And I'm going to invoke the Ild rune, so it
Okay.
needs to make a strength saving throw.
Okay, so first Constitution. It fails the Constitution saving throw. Dang. And you said a strength saving throw, right?
Yeah.
Okay. 17.
That just makes it.
Okay.
That sucks.
All
Alright,
right.
that's
Anything
gone.
else?
I think those are my 3 attacks and bonus action.
Okay. Oh wait, hold on. Sorry. Yeah. Oh no. Sorry, buddy. You were right about staggering smite. Because it's forgot. A smite goes off when the weapon hits, and it gets off the weapon. They can concentrate on the weapon for a minute until they hit a creature. Oops. Sorry about that. All right. Anything else?
No, that's it.
Alrighty.
I'm
Cool.
staying put right in front of him.
That'll bring it to Nesla then.
Alright. I guess I'll fold my tri-staff and jam it into his nether region.
All right.
First one is a 25.
Hits.
Nine damage.
9 damage. Okay. He's starting to look real beat up at this point. Like dents all over his armor, stab wounds.
Since it connected, I'm just gonna twist it a little bit.
Okay.
27.
27 hits.
8 damage.
8 damage. Okay, he's looking not too great. Anything else, Nesla?
Yeah, bonus action, unarmed strike,
Okay.
and scream at him, just go down already, and kick him there.
And I believe you don't have any more key points, correct?
No, I don't.
Alright, so yeah, unarmed strike.
Oh, damn, almost. It will be 30.
30 definitely hits.
And 7 damage.
Okay. 32. Okay, nice. Anything else?
That's it.
Alrighty. So. Since he's looking real bad, he's basically going to do a last resort kind of thing. And he's going to slam the sword into the ground and cast Destructive Wave.
Oh boy.
Everybody needs to make Constitution saving throws.
Hey.
Shit.
And oh yeah, never mind. All right. Una, what'd you get? Constitution saving throw. You're muted.
21.
Okay, Nesla.
18.
18 just succeeds. Ophelia.
27.
27. Okay, and Bernard.
18.
Okay, excellent.
Fuck.
So everyone succeeded. So everyone will take. It would have been 20 thunder damage, but instead you guys take 10 thunder damage. And I believe Nezla would be unconscious.
Yep.
Which means this next damage type, Nezla, well, Nezla, you succeed in the save anyway, so. It would have been 26 radiant damage, or 26 necrotic, no, 26 radiant damage, because I get to choose. But everyone succeeded, so everybody takes 13 radiant damage, and Nezla takes a failed death save. As Nezla drops unconscious from the first wave, and the second wave just goes poof, out. Bonus actions. Any other bonus actions that this boy's got? Oh, wait, he cast a spell. You can't do another bonus action. Cool. It's going to end its turn right there, bringing it to Ophelia. Actually, he's not going to end his turn yet. He's going to just, as a free action, kind of do. Just laugh.
Fuck you too, man. And I still can't see Nesla, can I?
No. Two big boys blocking the door frame.
How am I supposed to be the healer if I can't heal? I hate this. I'm not hit him with a firebolt.
Okay, he technically has 3/4 cover because he's in front of Bernard, so.
I just want to do something.
I mean, he's gonna have like a 25 AC or something like that.
13.
Nah, just right into the wall of the keep.
Just getting real angry and just.
Anything else, Ophelia?
No.
Okay, Una, you are 10 feet away from the guy, and Nesla is 5 feet in front of him, unconscious, and has a failed death save.
Una just charges towards the rapier after seeing Nesla go down. She's pissed.
Okay, make an attack roll.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. He's gonna parry, so it doesn't hit. So you run up behind him, he kind of just maneuvers the sword behind him and blocks your rapier.
Oh my fucking god. Okay. This is so bad.
On the bright side, the guy in the armor is looking real bad.
So are we, but
So, bonus action for 2-weapon fighting. Can I still do that with my rapier?
You would need a weapon in your
'Cause it's a
offhand.
finesse?
You need a weapon in your
Okay.
offhand.
Okay. So,
Which I would
okay.
just say, assume you still have that dagger, but
Okay, I'm just gonna bonus action disengage and between. I'm making sure I'm in front of Nesla. So that
Okay.
thing.
so you're disengaging, but you're not moving away.
I want to make sure I'm between.
Yeah. So you're
Nesla
not. So
and
you're
it,
not.
yeah.
So you're not moving away. Okay. That'll bring it to Bernard then.
Get ready for beatdown. I'm not good at one-liners.
And he's gonna do his stacks.
Okay, go for it.
Let's see. What does he have here? All right. 3 attacks. First attack is a 22.
And he already used his reaction, so that hits.
Okay. That is 7, 14 plus 5. 19 slashing damage for the first
Ooh,
one.
Okay. You bring the weapon down on his shoulder. He's like, "Argh!"
That is a 15 for the second swing.
As the second swing comes down, he just kind of lifts his sword up and blocks it.
And a... Fuck. 16 for the third one.
He blocks the third one, just
Damn it.
and he's like kind of like struggling to stay up.
Yeah, and he's gonna bonus action grapple.
Okay, so contested strength.
Yeah.
Uh, 22.
And that is 7 plus 6, 23. 17 plus 6.
Okay, so he is grappled.
Should have done that first.
All right, anything
But I
else?
couldn't. Anyway, that's my bonus action, my action. Oh, fuck! I'm a fighter. Fuck! Why don't I do this? I always forget to do this. Action surge.
Okay.
3 more attacks.
Yep.
With advantage because I have him grappled. So 23 to hit for the first one.
1 second. I'm looking through his stuff. You do not get attacks with advantage on grapple. That's restrained only.
But that's I do if I have the grappler feat. You have
That's
advantage
correct.
on
Yep,
attack rolls
That's
against creature
correct.
grappling.
Oh, 23 hits.
Okay. And so for damage, 7, 14, 5, 19 slashing damage for the first one.
Okay.
Second one is a natural 20.
Nice.
So that's 16 plus 5 without the dice rolling. So that's 21
Okay.
plus 17. 21 plus 17 is 38.
Okay, how do you want to do this?
he's gonna come down with the sword
Mm-hmm.
and then kick him out of the way and try to make room for Ophelia to get to Nesla.
Okay, that means.
And
Oh, yeah. Okay.
just kind of unceremoniously, like, kicking him out of the way, and doing a quick finish on him, not even paying attention to him, just kind of not even giving him the respect.
Okay.
Just kicking him over, making room for Ophelia, and looking around at everyone else to make sure they're okay.
Okay. That'll bring it to Nesla. I need a death saving throw. Because there's still stuff happening. And the initiative count.
Is a 16.
That's a success. And you guys kind of see from Bernard and Ophelia, you guys kind of see from the other side of the doorway. You can see the chandeliers brighten up, like they get brighter, and the doors close. And that'll bring it to Ophelia.
Okay. So she was in there, or is she on the other side of the doors?
You're with Bernard on the other side of the doors. Nesla and Una are on the other side. You and Bernard on the other side.
Okay. Can I get to Nesla?
No, you and Bernard are on the opposite side of the doors, and they just closed.
She's just gonna just be screaming like open the door.
Okay, give me a strength check to try to
Open the
open it.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, sure. Natural 20 minus 1, 19.
Unfortunately, that doesn't put it.
She's in full angry mom mode, and she's just not having a good time with this door right now.
Okay, that'll bring it to Una.
Una's just gonna try to hit it, the one in front of her,
Hit what?
with the rapier.
The door?
Oh wait, that's the one that Bernard killed.
Yeah, there's only one of them.
I thought there was. My brain. Oh my god.
No, Nesla's like bleeding out beside you, and the doors just closed by themselves. And this corridor got much brighter.
I'm going to try to stabilize Nesla.
Cool. Give me a medicine check with disadvantage because of that dagger's curse.
That dagger. 13.
13 succeeds. You stabilize Nesla. And we'll say because of that now, we are out of the initiative order. The door is still very much closed.
Stupid doors.
And Nesla, so Nesla will wake up because it's just stabilized. He's still unconscious. Wakes up in 1 hour. But Una, you can use your action to wake him up. Oh no, because he would need health back, so no. He'll wake up in an hour with one. He'll wake up in an hour with 1 hit point, but you guys are split off and can't see each other because of these massive doors.
Yeah,
and
immediately.
And the corridor that Una, the corridor you're in, Nesla's unconscious, so he doesn't see any of this, but those chandeliers went from dim light to bright light. This entire corridor is illuminated. And as the Death Knight would have fell into the room as well, and the door was would have closed on him and kind of crushed his lower half. So you kind of see whatever was like embodying the suit of armor disappears and just empty armor on the ground now.
Does he have his fancy dancy sword with him?
It's just a normal longsword that he can channel certain stuff into.
Okay.
Nothing magical about that longsword.
Una's gonna just kind of like
give 0 awards.
Look through, just kind of like look over the armor, look through, see if there's any like
investigation check.
Small things. Disadvantage?
Yep.
$22.
22. You would find. Let me see what kind of loot a Death Knight would have. They don't really have need for anything.
That's insane.
Sure.
A head. He's got a couple heads.
Well, actually, yes. There would be 2 human heads there.
Oh, fuck.
And they're withered. Extremely withered and gross looking. And you would find A vicious rapier. Or a vicious longsword. We'll say his longsword was a vicious longsword.
Okay, I'll take the vicious longsword.
Okay, you can add it to your equipment.
Okay.
You don't get sneak attack with longswords because they're not finesse.
That's bad.
But you find a vicious longsword and 2 very withered human heads. What
Try to
is...
open the door again.
Okay, give me another strength check then, Ophelia, as you're like...
Bernard's
I'm just gonna watch her
there,
struggle.
I guess. Bernard's just standing there, I guess.
Okay.
Like,
15.
Nope, doesn't budge still.
Dad,
She's just gonna look at him and just be like,
Dad, yeah, you need some help? Oh yeah, okay.
I guess I'll give it a whack.
Okay, give me like, are you trying to break it down? It's a giant stone door. Are you like
Yeah,
trying
he's
to push it
just
open?
gonna-
Or...
I mean, he saw. Right, it wasn't open at the start. He saw someone else open it, right?
Yeah, Una and Nesla opened it without any issue, but now it's not opening.
Yeah. All right, so he.
Because you saw the chandeliers become super bright light, and then the doors close by themselves.
Yeah, yeah. He's just gonna tighten his butt cheeks and plant his feet and
Strength check.
heave ho. Let me see. I do have advantage on this because I'm still huge.
Okay. So strength check with advantage.
Strength check.
Mm-hmm.
That's 17.
Doesn't budge. And since you two are on the opposite side of the door, you guys have tried opening it. I need you both to give me investigation checks.
Okay. $25.
25. Ophelia?
17.
17. Bernard. You see, as you go to push on the door, both times, faint kind of little glyphs flicker around the ledge of the door.
Oh, yeah, little dingbats.
And he's like, fucking trying to hit him with a sword. Just like.
You hit them, but they still stay very much engraved in the stone. Or not engraved, rather, on the stone.
Looks like that's what's stopping us from getting through this door.
Is there a window on this level that we can go in?
There are numerous windows on this level, kind of all around the building. You'd have to leave the stairs, though, and kind of maneuver around the building and pick a window. There's hundreds and hundreds of windows.
Yes,
There were
I'm
more
going
of
to do
those.
that.
Yeah, there were more of those dark things. We better hurry.
I'm going to go get off the stairs, find the closest window that she could climb into.
So you can go to the right. To the right is where the cemetery is. And the left is where a kind of dead garden is, a bunch of dead trees and bushes and hedges. And there's just windows, very large kind of, those very large like windows that are like cylindrical almost, but then have like the square kind of bottom. I can't think of the word. They look like wieners, essentially. And they're very large windows. They're about not 15 feet tall. They're about 10 feet tall and about 5 feet wide. These big windows, and behind the window is just big red curtains.
Celia is gonna go into the garden.
Okay.
Garden white it looks like the windows like slide open or like open, or are they just windows?
It looks like they're push open windows.
They push open from the inside.
From the outside. Or
from the outside.
They're pull windows. So from you, it'd be a push. From the other side, it'd be a pull. So there's nothing there's nothing for you to like grab onto. You just like push on the glass itself.
Ophelia's gonna roll up her sleeves and push on the
Persuasion
glass.
Okay, cool. You push on the glass, and the windows just open.
She's gonna climb in.
All right, Bernard, did you follow Ophelia, or are you staying at the door?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
No,
She clambers into this other room through the window, and it's incredibly dark, pitch black almost. And as soon as you kind of enter the room, Ophelia, little candles that are like torches sconces on the walls, just with like candles, just light up, completely bright light, revealing a trophy room, like beast heads like on the walls, and like cobwebs are draped all over them. There's an inert fireplace in the corner that looks like it hasn't been used for a couple centuries. It's very dusty, but everything else in here is everything else in here is exactly the same. Super dusty.
Is there a door?
There is. There's a door on the right wall, and there's a door on the left wall. But
Okay.
you'd probably want to take the right door.
Yeah. She's going to go in the direction that the main door is.
Okay, that'd be to the right.
So, to the right. Yeah, so
Okay.
she's going to go that way. Not
Bernard.
waiting for Bernard. She's just going.
Okay.
But Bernard's gonna try and keep up as much as possible.
You can easily This room's not super big.
Yeah.
It's like 30 feet by 60 feet high.
Okay.
And there's
And
like a huge chandelier on the ceiling as well.
Cool. And I'll assume that Bernard's buffs will have faded at this point since they last a minute.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're going to the right. Open that door.
All right. It's locked.
Fuck.
From the outside.
Bernard's gonna give it his boot.
Okay, give me a strength check.
Okay. Oh, not advantage anymore. Dang it.
It's just it's like a simple wooden door.
Okay. That's a 14.
14. Yeah, you kick the door, poof, but it doesn't get opened or anything. Just poof, a solid kick on the door. Una, you can hear from the door on your immediate left a sudden, like, big, loud poof hits the side of it.
And you hear a
Dang it.
Would I be able to hear them through the door?
Yeah, you would have heard Bernard say, "Dang it."
You would also hear Ophelia threatening to burn it down if Bernard can't get it open.
Uda's gonna kind of make sure Nesla's still good, just unconscious on the ground. He's stable, he's fine. She's gonna go walk over to the door
Okay.
and give a little push on it.
Okay, you go to give a push on it, and from this side, it somehow opens. And as you push on it, you hear a clanking above you. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw, as one of the chandeliers from the ceiling just crashes down.
This is fine.
Oh, and
That's fine.
would Nesla be near that chandelier? Yes, unfortunately. That's a big chandelier.
How big of a chandelier is that?
Big enough.
Dude, the chandeliers are
room.
pretty big.
Room,
Yeah.
yeah.
It basically encompasses almost the entire width of the hallway.
Like Castlevania style?
Yeah. Unconscious. Nesla would automatically fail the dexterity saving throw as the chandelier crashes down. But he's stable, so there's no death saving throw. But yeah, the chandelier comes down. What'd you get, Una?
22.
22. So you dodge away the chandelier, but unfortunately, right on top of Nesla, and he takes, as this like glass chandelier just shatters into pieces on Nesla's body, he takes 11 bludgeoning damage, and 5 piercing damage.
Goddamn.
What does that mean?
That means you're unconscious, so you technically take a death save. Fail. No. Yes. Yes.
So they reset. Oh, it's
It resets, so it goes back to just one failed save. And then you see Una open the door, and the chandelier falls, and she dodges out of the way, but Nesla's unconscious body just gets by the chandelier.
Ophelia is shoving everyone out of the way and power walking over to Nesla.
Okay.
And God, I fucking hope you're worth this. She's gonna
Ouch.
7th level heal
Dang!
for 80 hit points.
So Nesla, you just feel like life surge through your body again, and you come to consciousness with 80 hit points healed to you.
The defibrillator just.
And you look around, Nesla, and you just see shards of a chandelier scattered all over your body.
How long have I been out?
Probably 5 minutes, roughly.
Uda just goes up to him, making sure He's like, okay, before she just says, it's payback for the glass tumblers.
Who told you about that?
Heard you guys chattering away. Come on, you know me. I hear everything, Nesla. She's gonna put her hand out to like help him stand up.
Okay. You help him stand up, and you guys now have a door, another door on this side, about 10 paces up. Same, likewise on the other side, adjacent to these doors, and then you have those two giant stone doors that you guys try to get through, and then at the end of this corridor are another set of double doors that are made of wood. And the corridor is now brightly lit.
So, nap?
I wouldn't argue with you this time.
Yeah, that guy was ridiculous. I can't believe there's 2 more of those.
Oh, yeah. Damn. Maybe I will argue with you. We need to get somewhere safe.
Yeah, we're not gonna find somewhere safe.
Suggestions?
Just sleep in shifts, or not necessarily sleep, we just need to catch our breath.
You
Not-
wanna go see what's behind there? Maybe there's some quarters or something, get in a smaller room.
I think the more we move around, the more we open ourselves up to being attacked again.
So I'll sort of metagame explain what I've designed this entire building to be like, because you can kind of got a gist of it making your way here. It seems like those Death Knights are very much patrolling the building, so it's going to be a lot of like a Dishonored, Assassin's Creed-esque, sneaking through and having fun.
Okay.
And of course, there will be stuff in here that obviously could happen.
I just kill everybody in Assassin's Creed so I don't have to deal with stealth.
2 types
No,
of
no.
stealth.
Oh,
Alright. Well, first things first. Let's see if we can get a direction.
And he'll pull out the sword.
I need to remember what I said the radius was on that. No discernible radius at the moment.
Okay.
Alright. So far he's not here.
But it pulses lightly, like you get the sense that it's in the building.
It's close, but no direction yet.
And he'll put it back.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. You guys could take turns having a short rest while we move around, if one of you wants to ride on my back.
That jolt that Ophelia just gave me, I think I only need about an hour.
Dude, yeah, just like a short rest. Whoever needs one, hop on.
I don't think you could piggyback Una.
No, not Una, probably.
No.
Well, it depends. If I dropped all of my other equipment, I think maybe.
And you'd be moving. Yeah. It would not be viable because you guys would have a hard time getting through doorways.
Yeah.
Ophelia will hop on.
Okay.
Alright.
She needs a nap.
Alright.
Okay, do you guys want me to lead the way? I think I can lead the way. I'll face check anything that any traps.
Don't face check anything, please. I am right here. I will die. I am not doing so hot right now.
Alright. I'll keep a good eye out with my peepers. Hopefully, we'll see everything that needs to be seen. Una,
Yeah, Bernard?
you wanna help me as we get through this darn thing? Keep an eye out for stuff and just push forward?
I'll do my best. I've been a little frazzled today.
Yeah. Alright.
And we'll start moving forward.
Towards the double doors at the end of the corridor, then?
Yeah, there's nothing else, right?
Yeah.
Other than the windows that
Well,
we
there's-
busted in through.
Well, you can't see that window. You guys are in the main corridor with Nesla and Ophelia. You guys broke through the window and left a trophy room because Una opened that door.
Okay, so then...
You're back in the main
But the
corridor.
only... Right, but the only way out other than the obvious one is back through that...
I said there was a
Trophy
door that you guys just came through, and then 10 feet
Mhm.
up from it was another one, and then adjacent on the other side of the hall were 2 more doors, opposite of the door, other 2, and then the double doors at the end.
I say we try the double doors, Bernard. If anything, we just have one line straight back to run.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. We could do that. I am concerned about hitting all the main path. Because that might be...
Oh, wait, that's meta-knowledge, sorry.
Yeah, sounds good.
Alright, so you guys go to the end of the corridor. It's about 40 feet to the double doors.
Is there a chandelier above us?
No, the chandelier is super broken.
Okay.
But it's still
Nothing
bright.
else
But
above us?
it's still brightly lit in here, even though there doesn't seem to be a discernible light source.
Okay.
Good luck hiding. Bernard is gonna see if he can check the door and then go to open it.
Investigation check then.
Okay. That's a 27.
27. There's another little faint little arcane glyph underneath one of the door handles. Or underneath both door handles, rather.
Dang it, I hate these glyphs.
Can I tell what they can do?
Arcana check.
Okay. I am proficient in that.
Well, detect magic would probably reveal more than an arcana check. But
17.
17. I'll say, for the purpose of an arcana check, they activate something. If the
Okay.
door is opened.
Alright. Cool.
Okay, maybe we should check the other doors. These things looks like they're trapped. Which could mean that that's the correct way to go, but if there's another way around, I'd like to try and find. Excuse me, I'd like to try and find it.
Alright, let's go see if any of these other doors are trapped.
Alright, so you guys got one immediately to your left, one immediately to your right, 20 feet away on either side. Well, not 20 feet away on either side. 10 feet away on either side. And then there's one other one near the double doors, the stone double doors, in the back.
Okay. We'll start with the one on the left.
Okay?
Same. Check it. Scope it out.
Investigation check.
That's a 26.
You see a tripwire that goes up and would have connected to the chandelier, so you can piece together if any of these doors in this corridor were open, they would have dropped the chandelier.
But it's otherwise disarmed because the chandelier's already dropped?
Correct.
Okay.
Looks like this one's fine. Trap's already triggered.
And then he's gonna go over to the other door.
Okay, same thing.
Oh, I see the same
Yeah,
mechanism? Oh, okay. And then I guess just for the sake of getting all of the stuff in this main room out of the way, the other door.
Yeah, same
The
thing.
other exit. Okay. Cool.
Alright, so yeah, it looks like this one's the only one with the magic mumbo jumbo.
So, should we give it a shot? You want to take a nap in one of these side rooms first?
Well, here's the thing. I don't know. I don't think any of us have anything that could dispel But if someone does, let it be known.
I can only detect things sometimes. I'm not used to this form. I've been so used to being a grung for how long, not used to the magical properties of this big guy. So I can only detect it sometimes. And right now, I'm not really feeling that.
You can only disarm it if a creature casts it.
I would say,
Okay.
Ophelia, you would know that you could have a chance to counter it as soon as it activates. Rough. Oh wait, no, it's counter spell. You can only target a creature, right?
Only target
Never
creature.
mind. Never mind.
All right. So this is I'm still pretty beefy. If you don't mind, I'll put you down, and I'll just activate this door. Everybody, stay back.
Una's going to the left corner where the door is and just
Okay.
I get up in the corner between Una and the wall,
Okay.
having Una between me and the door.
Okay.
Ophelia will go to the other corner,
Okay.
directly across from Una.
Okay. Okay. So give you guys a layout of this hall, so you guys know what's up. 20 feet by 40. That's 20 feet wide. Man, I already forget. 40 feet wide. Blah, 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 and 60 feet high. Oh, the bludgeoning damage should have been more from the chandelier. I forgot. Oh well. And yeah, the doors, and then there's 8 suits of armor on either side, kind of spaced out between doors and stuff. So where Una, Nesla, and Ophelia are, is you guys are kind of also hiding in between a suit of armor as well. The suit of armor is giving you cover as well. All right. And Bernard's at the doors.
Gonna open them.
All right, you open the doors, and they open without issue. The glyphs disappear, and the doors swing open. And in front of you see a massive dining hall, about 100 feet wide and about 100 feet tall. And as you swing the doors open, you hear the clanking in the corridor, and 4 of the suits of armor step off the pedestals and animate, specifically the ones that Una and Nesla are hiding by, and the one that Ophelia is hiding by. And as 4 of these suits of armor animate and begin to attack, that's where we're going to end the session for the week.
fuck.
Right. Right. Right.
That's pretty funny. That's pretty funny, Justin.
We're fucked.
Yeah, animated armor is not that powerful.
You know what?
But
It's times like this. I wish I had heat metal.
Heatman would be so good on animated armor. So is fireballs
It is.
and jumping off ledges and throwing fireballs.
Yeah, I can do that.
Shout out to Soldiers of the Lich Queen, what Hannibal did last week. Thanks for watching, everybody. Next week, I will attempt to get a map uploaded of the 20 floors, but most likely next week's session, you guys will explore 1 floor. Who knows? But we'll see how this goes. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll be back next Thursday for the continuation of the little delve into Nedregard Keep. Nedregard Keep.
Nerd Garden.
Nedregard Keep. Very surprised Una didn't share the details of the contract to Nesla, her best friend, but
She's waiting for a private moment.
we'll see what happens next week. So, good night, everybody.
They survive.
And hopefully we'll see you Sunday for Soldiers of the Lich Queen, and we'll see you 10:30 p.m. on Sunday for Descent into Avernus. So, good night, everybody. Bye-bye.